My first thought is that we need to vacate. We haven't contained, and I know this is horrible. And I know this is what our training tells us to do, but we haven't contained. There's probably gonna be some deceased in there, but we don't need any more from out here. So I called out and I said, "Get these kids out." Whatever I told them, bust those windows, get them out.
That is Pete Arredondo, and that footage obtained by CNN shows him talking about why they didn't rush in to stop the shooter in Uvalde. Him saying they're dead in there, let's stop people out here from being dead. And I think watching the full video, my interpretation of what he said is subtly different in that initially I thought he was specifically just talking about cops. Ostensibly in that video, he is talking about kids in other rooms. But that said, while I'm acknowledging that, let's also acknowledge that that is some self-serving BS to pretend that no, we're not rushing in because probably lost cause in there. We want to stop kids in other rooms from dying. So instead, we're just gonna wait outside. You know another way you can stop the kids in other rooms from dying? By rushing into that room and taking out the shooter. That would be one way, because if he's not there anymore, if he's dead or under police custody, then he's not killing anyone in other rooms, or, and here's the nice benefit of my way of doing things, in that room either. Because I will remind our viewers that not everyone in the room with the shooter was dead. When they eventually went in there, like hours later, there were 3 kids that were found injured who eventually died. And maybe in any circumstance they would have died. But I know that the doctors probably would have loved to have had a couple more hours to try to save their lives. But those hours were stolen from them by Pete Arredondo and the decisions that he made. A.B., what do you think about this?
What bothers me is just how casually he said, well, I know that's not in our police training. Like, well then, that should be a problem, right? We were talking about little kids, helpless little kids. Another issue I really had with this is the fact that you guys heard this man like reloading his gun and didn't take that opportunity to at least try to go in there and stop him and disarm him. You allowed him to rearm himself, right? And then he's talking about, oh, well, we're gonna bust the windows. But my understanding is that there was a parent that actually ran in and was breaking kids out of windows and stuff like that. So they just didn't do what they were supposed to do in general. Like, we saw the videos of them putting on hand sanitizer and kicking it in the hallway and stuff like that. I mean, like, if you're scary, just don't become police.
Yeah.
Don't apply to be the police if you're scary. You sign up to put your life on the line to protect and serve whoever it is, regardless of their age, their race, their mental capacity, anything like that. And y'all didn't do that. So, I mean, like, his excuses are ridiculous. And just the fact that he could so casually just like tell the story like that, like he's not dead wrong, is really abhorrent. And it's like frustrating to listen to as a parent.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.